Teens live streaming service. Welcome, this is Force 13 Live. We don't have music, that's strange, but we're here nonetheless. Hi, my name's Nathan Foy. I'm joined by the Skype team this afternoon here in the UK. Craig and Cesar are with me at this moment in time, and we are covering the upcoming thunderstorm activity occurring in this country. And I believe there's news of things going on in the United States over this weekend as well, which we may well cover later on. Craig, hello, how are you?
I am very warm.
Very warm, you say. Pretty quiet over there. And Cesar, you're here too, over in Mexico.
Yes, that's right. Hello and good morning from here. It's 7 a.m. actually.
Wow, why are you here?
Well, I woke up at 6 a.m. and I said, let's join this. So, let's go.
Wonderful. Okay, well, let's go straight to it then right now.
Perfect.
I've been tracking a few thunderstorms that have been developing in the last few minutes, really, in the last half an hour. In the area near Stoke-on-Trent, 2 thunderstorms have developed there, and one of them has now just become a level 2 thunderstorm as of 1 o'clock. This is local time. The other one is moving slightly further towards the north as well. That is now just a few miles away, a few miles east of Northwich in Cheshire. And as you can see, not too far away from there is this little dot here. That's Force 13 HQ, which is in just about in the greater Manchester area, in between Manchester and Liverpool. So that's where we are, and if we do get any thunderstorm activity here, we will be carrying it live on the air. There is also a level 1 thunderstorm just west of Sheffield. That has moved a little bit towards the north in the last few minutes, and there was obviously that very big line of thunderstorms that passed through the southeast of England earlier today. That is pretty much fizzling out. Its last remnant is just about to dissipate, and that is now a little bit further north up here and probably moving in a different direction than what I had there. That is also level 1 as of 1 p.m. Now, if you've never seen our coverage before, I've got to explain everything that you're seeing on this screen. All this is the UK forecast, UK warnings map, and this is something that Force 13 created in 2015. It doesn't update all the time anymore, but I'm using it to assist in our purposes here this afternoon. The different colours, it's supposed to sync pretty well with the US National Weather Service warning graphics, so a lot of the colours are similar. The pinkish colours that you're looking at there are all severe thunderstorm watches, so that is severe weather events, and what we define as that here is lightning storms with more than 3 strikes per minute are likely to occur within the next 6 hours. The light orange, the pale orange is there, and the one near Middlesbrough is now gone. So the pale oranges are the thunderstorm alerts, and these 2 areas ought to be coloured in that as well. If I can get the other county up there, the other area. So those are thunderstorm alerts, meaning that small thunderstorms have already begun to form there, and then you get the severe thunderstorm warning, which is in the other orange colour, the darker orange colour with the red outline. That is when storms with 3 strikes per minute are already occurring. Now, the level system you see there, the numbers on these thunderstorms, 1 and 2 there, that is how many strikes per minute that the thunderstorms are producing. So if it gets to 3, then we will issue a severe thunderstorm warning. A little bit different from what you see in the United States, but our storms are usually a lot more mundane, so our definition of severe is quite a bit different. But if you were wondering, I believe level 1, 2, 3 is mild. Level 3 to 5 is, I can't remember off the top of my head anymore. I think it was significant, but obviously we put it as severe. I can't remember the leveling system so much anymore, but strikes per minute basically is all you need to know there. And we have 4 systems right now, 1s and 2s. We also have some flood watches further to the south and a few further north as well in the UK right now. And we'll keep you up to date across all those. If you've got any questions for us whilst we're on the air, we'll do the best to respond, but things might get a little bit busy this afternoon. And Craig and Cesar will have to talk for a little while as well, because otherwise they'll think I'm ignoring them. Craig, anything to say?
Absolutely not. I'm just waiting for thunderstorms to stop trolling me and give me a boo-boo.
Well, you're over in sort of the Dumfries and Galloway area of Scotland, and they're just on the very edge of a severe thunderstorm watch right now.
Oh, that's trolling.
Craig feels he's being trolled.
I'm dying in this mugginess. Stop it!
Ah, you're not liking the heat.
No, I'm not.
And the current temperature here has gone down just a little bit more because it has clouded over. We're now at 75 Fahrenheit, which is 24 degrees Celsius, after peaking earlier at 80.1, I think it was, which would be 20, nearly 27 degrees, 26, I think it's closer to actually. Fahrenheit and Celsius conversions for you. So that's the latest, and it's going to get more busy, I suspect, over the coming hours. This is the live shot from Force 13 HQ. Still looking pretty bright, but you've seen a few dark clouds pass there in the last, well, since we've been on air about 40 minutes ago. And I expect we'll be seeing some dark clouds moving over soon. This shot right now is looking towards sort of the northwest area from Force 13 HQ. So I'm not sure what that would mean in terms of we certainly wouldn't be able to see them approaching on this shot, but I could manually myself walk away to the other side of the building to see if there are any more approaching. Maybe I'll do that just now, actually, to give you a sense of that, and maybe Craig and Cesar could... Cesar, didn't you have some thunderstorm activity recently?
Yes, actually, it was yesterday around 5 or 6 p.m. It was a really strong storm. I mean, it was entirely over me, but the winds were constantly really were high. I mean, I had sustained winds of 60 miles per hour, and I record some of that storm. It's not that interesting, but the winds were, I think, the most important part of the storm I had yesterday.
Certainly. Well, I've just looked towards the south right now, and there are some darker clouds approaching, and I gotta say, the thunderstorms already are beginning to creep further north. As of 1:05 now, one of these thunderstorms was located just around 3 or 2 miles to the east-southeast of Warrington, which is just 6 miles from this location, so it's likely you'll be hearing them sooner or later. And the one over the Peak District just west of Sheffield now has intensified significantly and is now level 2, not 21, but 2 right now, and the one further south looks to have become a 3. So that's now a 3, and so a severe thunderstorm warning is therefore in effect for just north of Stoke. Actually, it's this little area here which I'm now colouring in the severe weather warning colours, just to the further north. So that is very curious indeed. This has moved towards the north. Its actual location now is just here, just about 2 or 3 miles to the northwest of Stoke-on-Trent. So that's the latest there. This is where the scene appears to be developing. There's also a thunderstorm alert just out to sea here, just off the coast of Southport, and also further to the east there is still that level 1 there, which looks like it will dissipate any minute. And now a fifth, are we up to 5? A fifth one has formed. This one further south, very close to Grantham actually, not far from Peterborough either, so just around 2, maybe a bit more than that, 5 or 6 miles to the east-southeast of Grantham. A new level 1 thunderstorm has formed there. And that is about it for now. But there is the situation developing. So thunderstorm alert in that area too. Craig, is it going as expected so far?
In terms of thunderstorm activity at the minute, yes, I would say it is. Just looking outside my window there because the sky has that yellow tinge to it.
Oh, really?
Yes, it has a very nice yellow tinge to it. With the clouds are moving north, so it basically is in the thunderstorm setup. So I probably will get thunderstorms. Knowing my lot, they'll probably come in the middle of the night, wake me up, and I'll be very angry. But the clouds at the minute, they are pretty much in a wave-like formation. They're basically very wavy on the bottom, as if they're being sheared from the underside. They look like, you know how when you go underwater and you have a wave going over the top of you? It's pretty much like that. I'm seeing the clouds are getting a little bit more darker, but they're not really menacing. They have been progressively getting darker as the last few hours, but there's no rain in immediate vicinity at this time. But I would be expecting to have a thunderstorm later on today, at least.
Well, tell you what I'm going to do at this point. I'm going to bring Leighton in because I need to go away for a while because I'm probably going to be doing my own filming for the thunderstorm activity here whilst we've got the live webcam up. And we need some other people to talk whilst I'm away, indeed. And I'm sure Leighton will be helpful to that end.
Helpful to what end?
There's a thunderstorm north of Stoke-on-Trent, Leighton.
Yeah, it looks quite big actually.
Would any of you be able to screen share at this point?
Yeah, if my computer cooperates. Hold on.
You may have seen some of Force 13's previous thunderstorm videos in the past, and it looks like I'm going to be moving off to another part of the building to do another one whilst you're left with the live webcam here. Because I believe the thunderstorms are very close indeed to this location.
Yeah, they are creeping north, yeah.
So I'm going to leave it with you three right now, if you don't mind, whilst I evaluate the situation.
Storm over Stoke-on-Trent I've been tracking since it formed about 15-20 minutes ago. Has intensified significantly. As Nathan said not long ago actually before I joined. And there's one near Wilmslow that's formed not long ago as well. Looks like it could intensify as it moves north as well.
Well, it will be interesting to see the evolution of these storms because they're moving right directly to Nathan, and I think it's the first time UK have thunderstorms like this. I think, and this year. So I don't know. Looks interesting from here. How good it will be if the storms arrive in Force 13's HQ in the next minutes.
Yeah. Probably maybe 10 away. And storm has one over there. Pretty weak. Alright. Has to back.
What's going on in terms of this thunderstorm that's heading towards the main Force 13 HQ right now? The storm has intensified rather quickly and has gone up, as Nathan said. It's gone up to a level 3 severe thunderstorm. I can imagine it's storm right now. The storm is slowly moving, it's creeping its way towards Manchester area and trying to expand in its recent lifetime.
I'm in and out right now, Craig, so let me give a quick update on what the latest is right now. This is what it was at 1:05. This is what it will be at 1:15. So this storm here, which is moving towards my location, I can see it from here, is moving towards the north. It is located just to our southeast. That's now here. There's one. The one that's further south over Stoke looks to still be a level 3, and that's still moving just a little bit to the north as well. And then you've got the one over the Peak District, which almost appears to have turned into 3 now, don't you think? And we've got isolated thunderstorm areas in various locations across the North York Moors as well, places as well like Littleborough and Ramsbottom, as well as just southwest of Slaithwaite, if I said that right, over the Peak District. So this level 2 here remains just to the northwest, very close to Penistone actually, moving towards the northwest as a level 2, and then you've got another one further to the east. Stand by there whilst I select the right things to duplicate. Further east, near Barnsley and Rotherham now, there is another, what appears to be a level 2, and then you've got another one, which is now up here near Rochdale, between Rochdale and Huddersfield over the Pennines. That's as of 1:15, getting a little bit congested already, aren't we? And you can hear the wind getting up here at Force 13 HQ. I've heard distant thunder. It is getting very close. And you'll probably see something like it pretty soon. In fact, I'm going to reposition the webcam because I think it's going to pass just east, and we're looking west at the moment. So, let me just do that now. Here comes the webcam. That's me. And off it comes. If things don't fall in the room, of
Definitely
course.
getting inflow winds.
Sorry?
You're probably going to get inflow winds. Probably are getting the inflow winds right now of the storm right now. You're probably
Yes,
getting
we've
them.
had a windy afternoon indeed. Okay, sorry about what just happened now. We're looking now towards the northeast of Force 13 HQ, and you can see some clearer skies up there, and you'll probably see some darker skies appear from the right-hand side of your screen in around 15 to 20 minutes, I should imagine, as it passes very close to this location. Things did go haywire in the room just then as things were falling over, but there we are, and that is the latest view looking northeast. This is live on Force 13 Live. Stay tuned. If you've got any questions or comments, hopefully one of our 3 members here will read it as I pass it back to them.
What's going on in terms of questions? It's just
That thunderstorm over Sheffield's showing up again as well. It did weaken briefly.
it looks like it's only just started, so Nathan was right in calling that one just started, which it clearly has. Only just getting its updraft going. I think Nathan has made the right call in calling this one a thunderstorm, because this one has only just started to get its updraft going. Starting to push the rain higher up. So I would not be surprised. Not one bit. Oh yes.
It looks as though the 2 storms that were, oh god, over Winslow and, oh wow. Actually, I'm just going to screen share this so that I can just show it easier.
These storms could easily end up in a squall line like fashion, because the one that's heading towards Manchester
It does look as though it's trying to.
a little bit elongated and a little bit in a lineward, so probably we could start seeing the formation of either a small squall line and possibly a very weak squall line, but depending on how strong the winds are when the storm arrives at Nathan's area. When it does, it depends on how strong the winds are,
Yeah.
and obviously how strong the rain is.
It looks as though it's just going to pass to the west from what I'm seeing west of Manchester. Northern one's over Altrincham. One that was over Stoke is now seems to combine with that in the latest frames. The storm that was over Sheffield is now over Barnsley, with one over Rotherham and one to the northwest of Barnsley. They all look to have intensified.
I'm just trying to do a workout here and seeing where
It'd be so handy if we had some kind of velocity in the UK.
Damn. What the?
What?
Had a data blank out in the radar there. Data blank out. That's not good.
What?
Storms moving. I'm trying to see which ones are going to either end up trying to impact my area or ones that will blow up. But looks like none of them ones will. Either the one that's heading towards Manchester might. Because it looks like it's doing that full curve, so it could end up curving towards my area when it leaves Manchester. Obviously, depending on how strong it is when it arrives at Nathan's. As you can see there on the camera
It does look to be intensifying.
on Nathan's on the live stream right now. Screen right now. You can probably see the top of this thunderstorm right now. The very dark, ominous cloud that's moving overhead. That's probably the start of the thunderstorm right now. The leading edge of the storm that's moving north. Well, as far as I can see, I'm trying to play the back and the loop there. It looks like it's actually caught in the circulation of a low, probably the start of an extratropical cyclone, which probably this is starting to become. But at the minute, it's a storm front that's bringing, obviously, very strong thunderstorms, as we found out in London's area and basically southeast of England as in the early hours.
We've just got an update now. First rain beginning to fall here. The thunderstorm, I can see it from this location, is still some miles to the southeast, but looking at we've heard lots of thunder, no lightning appearing so far, but right now, looking at the lightning flashes on the map, let me bring it back to that. Very close to Force 13 HQ, just within about 4 miles or so from this location now, is thunderstorm activity. So, just up here, that's a level 1, could be getting towards level 2 actually. I'd say it's all classed as 1, so yes, level 2 there, right next to my... You just heard some thunder there, right next to my house. And further to the south, you've got the level 3 near Stoke has weakened to level 1. So that one has weakened after looking impressive for a while, moving just a little towards the west. And further to the northeast, you've got level 1 remaining near Littleborough, and now you've got what appears to be a level 3 just about right on top of Huddersfield. So a level 3 and a severe thunderstorm warning in Huddersfield as the rain begins to increase here. And near Barnsley, there is another big one there. That looks like it is a level... Oh goodness, that's quite high. Trying to figure it out. Level 7, I believe, near Barnsley.
Wow, that's really nice. Well, dangerous but nice.
Level 7.
So that is another serious one there, and we now have severe thunderstorm warnings in those 2 areas. So watch out in those locations. The rain beginning now. Let's cross back to the webcam, and what you're looking at now might be one of the thunderstorm clouds appearing on our eastern sky here. And in fact, guys, I'm going to fade you out for a little while and just leave the viewers with the live webcam for a few minutes, just so that they can hear the thunderstorm activity right now.
Perfect. Let's hear it.
So this is the live shot from Force 13 HQ. You may have heard some of that right there whilst I was filming in another room. The thunder is pretty much continuous here right now. Let's bring back the Skype team. And you can see on the shot there looking very dark and menacing. I'm not sure if you've seen any thunderstorm, any lightning yet. I think something just happened there. Did you see that? I haven't seen any lightning with my eyes just yet, but something just flashed on the screen. I think that might have been some lightning just now.
Yes, I can confirm it. It was a double flash. I think it was a lightning strike from the distance. But yes, it was on screen. Not directly, but the flash or the reflect of.
Alright, things are getting serious over towards Yorkshire right now. Let's take a look at the latest map. So this is what it was just 5 minutes ago, but right now Huddersfield is right in it. Huddersfield is getting hit by what would appear to be a level 5 right now in Huddersfield, moving towards the north. That's a 5, and the one that was a 7 earlier, and in fact it's sort of split into two really. There's another one, another sort of cell to the southeast there, which is sort of over, I'm trying to figure out where that is, Shipley by the looks of it, and that appears to be, listen to that thunder in the background, it's almost drowning me out. That would appear to be something like a level 7 there as well, and further east you've still got that one which was already a level 7 as the rain continues here. Was a level 7 in the Barnsley area, that is moving further north, difficult to keep track of, and that would now be a level, what would appear to be a level 9.
So impressive.
It's funny because
minutes
ago, it's kind of funny because minutes ago I was about to say that the background, or well, the webcam on Nathan's place looked really relaxing, and then 2 minutes and 2 minutes later now we have this dark, monstrous looking, and I mean that looks impressive. It's kinda similar view I had yesterday. I don't know, it brings me memories and
yes.
and makes me feel kinda like I wanna see more lightning.
I want to try and get you to hear the rain a little bit better if I can here. I'm going to reposition my primary microphone closer to the window so that you can hear a little bit more of what's going on outside. Take a listen if you can.
Clouds are getting thicker, clouds are starting to get darker, the sky is getting a bit more of a yellow tinge to it, a little bit more yellow. Seeing more clouds blowing up.
This is Force 13 live. It's currently 29 minutes past 12 and we are currently in a rainstorm here. Thunderstorm at that. I'm going to leave you with this webcam, but we've got to keep talking about what the situation is elsewhere. In fact, if we could possibly get it onto a smaller screen. Whilst
I've got a screen share up at the moment, Nathan.
there we go.
And I saw another lightning in the webcam.
Yes.
Really impressive.
I want to try and make sure that nothing's getting in the way too much. Let's just move things a bit smaller here if we can. Just repositioning all our webcams.
Just to give you a quick look at my area, and just look to the clouds and
I'm sorry Craig, we're struggling to hear you over the noise of the thunderstorm. There's another flash that just went by.
Thunder, I know I would really like to hear you, but for 1 second, shut up!
Here got the lightning really
just looking
strong.
at the situation here, the sky's got that little bit more of a yellow tinge to it, seeing a lot more thicker clouds. There's a cloud right in front of me that's actually got pretty well wind shear. You know when you look at a supercell and it's really well sculpted by wind shear, it looks pretty much like that, just looks really smooth. Obviously it's not a thunderstorm, it's just a low cloud. No other darker clouds, but the clouds are starting to gather even more. A little bit more darker, just as I said, the sky has that little
There's
bit
another
more of a yellow
flash, and
tinge
this
to it.
is just a level 2 thunderstorm. There's a level 9 near Barnsley right now. There's another loud thunder roll there, and it's been pretty much continuous. The thunderstorms further south have pretty much dissipated. There's just very sporadic flashes now, doesn't even constitute level 1. But this is where the main focus point is, over the Yorkshire area. So you've got on the edge a level 1, which is just near Littleborough right now, if you're familiar with that location. That's moving towards the northwest, very close to Hebden Bridge now at 1:30. That's moving towards the north. You had the level 5, this phone's going to go off. Sorry about that. Level 5 over Yorkshire. That is actually, you could attribute that to just being one cell actually. So that is severe.
Looks like I've got a hail core on radar now.
Nathan, calm
Near
down.
Barnes.
So
I think
this,
that phone wanted to participate in this live stream
It
as well.
looks like I've got a line of storms for me.
this long cell here right now is level 20. 20.
What?
Level 20.
This is level 20 here, closing in on Halifax right now.
Oh
That
my
is level
god.
20, but the thing is about that one, if we can just bring it to the fore again there, the thing is about that level 20 is it's so expansive. It extends from Halifax all the way to the south there towards, I'm losing my locations here, somewhere towards the south, near Penistone actually. So quite a big distance there. That is how much that storm covers right now, as the rain continues here at Force 13 HQ. Sorry to keep interrupting, but we have the one further east as well, as this thunder continues of around level, what would appear to be level 14 further east as well, near Barnsley, and that's moving further towards the northwest as well. That is now very close to Wakefield, and the onset is approaching Dewsbury too, so that's moving further north as well. That's a big one too. Leighton.
I have a radar on my screen at the moment. It would appear that there's a hail core to the north of Barnsley. Not really sure because my radar's plain off, like it always is. But yeah, it does look pretty well defined. Thunderstorm over Western Manchester. Oh, for God's sake! Western Manchester, and there appears to be a line going from Grantham all the way up to Halifax, as Nathan's already said, with the north and south being the most well defined.
Yes, this one further towards, in fact no, there's another cell now. Hold on a minute, let me keep everyone further south up to date, which I haven't so far. That hasn't been updated. Okay, so there's one system now which is approaching Doncaster right now. That is just to the south, not far from Worksop actually, another system that's formed, and that would appear to be, to me, looks like a level 2. So, not 21, 2, as more thunder comes from the sky over there. And further south, the one near, there is one near Newark and Lincoln. Where's Lincoln? I'm losing my map here. Yes, over here, moving towards the north. That's north of Grantham now, near Lincoln up here, and that would be also, I think, a level 2. That's as of 1:35. So there are thunderstorms everywhere right now, and the situation is still developing. And also further north, that system off the coast there is gone, but we've got another one developing just off Hartlepool, north of Middlesbrough and near Sunderland as well. Just a one there, moving towards what we assume is the north. But things continuing to develop over this area here, including at Force 13 HQ. We've seen quite a few lightning flashes on the webcam. I haven't seen any with my own eyes. I don't think we've seen any lightning bolts. But this is a significant situation developing.
The situation of the thunderstorms is actually quite interesting at the moment. Actually, there's a line that goes from Halifax down to Grantham, and then there's one that goes from Middleton to Buxton. They seem to be curving towards each other as well. It's gonna be quite interesting to see what it actually does.
And the thunderstorm that just hit us has now just been downgraded to level 1 again, as it continues towards the northwest, past Force 13 HQ, and towards the rest of Lancashire. Hebden Bridge, a level 1 thunderstorm over that location right now. Just passing actually, and the rain moving on again here, re-intensifying again here. The thunderstorm over the Halifax area is just ridiculous right now, by the way.
That's very impressive for UK standards. Wow.
The thunderstorm there is now a level 30, 3-0, moving towards the northwest.
I think I'm definitely seeing a hail core on that.
And that is going to skirt the edge of Bradford by the looks of things.
Have you seen
that
anything?
is a massive thunderstorm. Sorry about that, James.
Yeah, no, don't worry. Have you seen anything like this before?
Yes.
Just wow, because
It is the
I never.
strongest thunderstorm probably since, biggest outbreak elsewhere. I don't know. I can't speak for the other areas, but this is the first thunderstorm we've had here since. It's been a while. Like I think since June last year, I think.
Wow, that's almost a year of waiting.
Yep, and the one further to the east is also really big as well. Over Wakefield, it's now about to be, and that is something like a big cell again. Another big red area here for that cell, extending, I think, from not quite from Rotherham anymore, just little bit further north as the rain continues here. That would be now a level something or other. 20 something.
Oh God.
26, I believe. So a 30 and a 26 active right now. That's flashes per minute. Listen to the rainfall here, really coming down. Further to the southeast, you've got, again, that area near approaching Doncaster. That is now a level, that's going to be another big one, I think. That's a level 5 now, as it moves towards the north. So there's a 5. Further to the southeast, you've got another one that's a 4, moving towards the north. So we've got a 1, a 30, 26, 5, and a 4. And further north, we've got more activity developing, just some isolated flashes near Sunderland. But also, further north in Lancashire, we've now got a few systems beginning to develop too. More flashes. One just to the southwest of Settle in Lancashire, some distance away from any particular town, northwest of Burnley, southeast of Lancaster. That's a level 1. There are some flashes also just to the north of Lancaster that we're not putting on here just yet. But right now the two main cells here is that 30 near Halifax and going to sideswipe Bradford probably, and a 26 which is over Wakefield and will probably reach right to the centre of Leeds in the next 15 minutes.
Just trying to see which way these storms are going, because the system that's actually brought the
Oh,
storm
that was
with it.
bright. Did you see that?
Can I have sunglasses again?
That one really lit up the place there. Right on top of our head, I think.
I heard that. Saw another flash.
I felt that.
You sure that's not a severe?
Yep, it's not. It's just a level 1.
Are you sure?
And
That's
you can,
the one to the northwest of Barnsley. Continuing to look impressive.
the funny thing is that big flash and thunder there appears to have stopped the rain.
It scared the rain away.
It certainly did. But what is welcoming is that the temperature continues to go down here and down to 71. That's 21 Celsius.
Which way are these storms actually, their movement in terms? Because I'm just looking at the radar that's showing the low pressure system that brought the storms in, and obviously it looks like the actual system itself is spinning, trying to be an extratropical cyclone in development.
Yeah, there's definitely rotation in it. As you can see on my
making an
screen
absolute
share.
nightmare of which way these storms are moving, because every time I see the storms that have just hit Nathan right now, when they blow up, I'm actually seeing them being caught in the actual system circulation and actually hooked back to the northwest instead of which way they were moving. But hey, that's just the way the storms are, actually the way the system is. I wouldn't actually be able to see, because this is actually starting to cause an absolute nightmare which way these storms are going to end up moving because of the system's rotation. I'm actually going to have a look and see what's going on. Mediosat, see if there's actual low level center circulation in the system to brought these thunderstorms. Probably is, because having storms of this magnitude in the UK, well, in a way we're not really strangers to it, but we rarely get them. And I can confirm, yes, there is a circulation of the storm that has brought these thunderstorms to the UK. So there is a development.
And one of the thunderstorms now just passing Bradford. That was level 30. I'm not sure what it is right now. I will try and find out.
Just going into wind shear right now. Wind shear over the UK is apparently low according to Sims. Well, we all know Sims' recent history. It's absolute garbage.
It's now a level 36, is it?
Oh my god.
No, even more than that. Level 39 near Bradford, moving towards the northwest. So that's now level 39, which I believe is the second largest that we've ever tracked.
Interesting.
And the other one,
storm I'm watching.
the other one to the east looks to have reached level 30 as well. So the one that's about to land on top of Leeds, that is now, it's right over Wakefield right now, but it's going to reach Leeds very soon. That's now appears to be something like a level 35.
Oh.
That's 35 flashes per minute in that cell. It's it's another big long cell as well, covering I don't know, probably 100 square miles or something like that.
Very large storms, because as these storms actually do progress, they will gradually grow in terms of size.
The one further south that's about to reach Doncaster, that is still strengthening as well. That appears to be, bear with me,
Where's the bear?
level 8 approaching Doncaster right now. So watch out for that one. What you saw on the webcam in the last 15 minutes was a level 2. A level 2 which hit this location. So that's a level 8 near Doncaster and a level 39 near Bradford. And further to the southeast, you've got one just near Lincoln. That is a level 5.
Nathan, just a quick question. Which way is that storm moving, the one that you just had?
All of the storms are moving in a north-northwesterly direction. And yes.
I might get one yet.
Yes, you might. And it appears that there's one thunderstorm just near Lancaster, just to the north of Lancaster there. One a little bit further to the southeast as well.
Oh my goodness.
Let's just remove all the time labels because we know it's live. There's no point in having all that unnecessary clutter.
Just seen a radar of the storm that's just hit Nathan right now. Oh, I gotta say it's impressive. It's looking really impressive. Updraft on the radar, they're showing the rain being really carried here. For
Probably
UK standards, this is impressive. This is one
Yeah,
heck of an outlook.
definitely.
But in terms of US, I mean, what severe thunderstorms, you're probably looking at least 60, 65 dBz on radar, about there. And these will probably be barely even. What's the radar's dBz? Probably about 50 dBz if you're lucky. 55 at a push. And these would only be enough to be classified as just normal thunderstorms in the US. Whereas if you looked in America, you're talking severe thunderstorm criteria is about 60 dBz on radar.
And now joining us from the other side of Manchester is William. Hello.
Oh! Well, everything alright?
Are you there? I can barely hear you.
No, it's because I'm marking off the TT as usual. There we go. Should be able to hear me better now.
Now, there's thunderstorms to the east and west of you, but you're not getting anything right now.
No, not yet. I'm just watching them on lightning maps and it's absolutely killing me. Just seeing Mines and Roy, Hebden Bridge, Bradford just getting absolutely pounded. And then nothing.
Oh, radar looks impressive.
I think
can anyone show anything on the screen share right now whilst we've got
I'm currently screen sharing.
Oh, you are? Well, I've not got it, I'm afraid.
Oh, let me try again.
How do you screen share? That's one thing I want to know.
Can you see it now?
We don't have anything here. Oh, wait, hold on. Some wires.
I have a look.
Well, that's impressive. A squiggly line just swirling around.
Yeah. I've got the same spinny thing.
The spinny thing. Oh, it didn't work.
Yeah, the
spinny thing of doom.
Certainly is. So this, not too much else is happening right now. We know the areas that are being hit by lightning right now. Pontefract and Castleford as well will be hit by a peripheral part of the level 35, which is approaching Leeds.
Violent.
Yes, it certainly is. It's
the
level 39 near Bradford is the second most intense we've tracked. The most intense one that we tracked was last August, I believe, which was also on a live event when we had a level 160.
What?
Yes.
Yeah. Damn.
160, that's insane.
In Lincolnshire.
I don't even have thunderstorm like that in my place.
Well, it's all over.
I've got the 2005 Birmingham tornado, so I would have got.
I can't read the city names for lightning strikes. It's that bad.
Yes.
Did you make the Mother Nature being mad at you?
Oh, look at the latest radar.
Bloody hell. Around fucking and Bristol and everywhere like that, it's just getting pounded.
Right.
Absolutely pounded.
Well, this is the scene at Force 13 HQ. You can see it looks like it's left the area now. Things are
look at that line of storms,
getting back to normal.
Yeah, I took a couple of good shots to my southwest. I'll get them off my camera soon. I'll show you that look because I had some decent shots from it.
Oh my god! There's at least 5 intense thunderstorms.
It's always nice to see the sun come out because I've got the sun out here, and also just noticed outside my window there's a little spider.
Yeah, we've got a fair bit of sun, but it's gone in now for some reason.
Now there are still a few isolated lightning strikes that are occurring. There's quite a few going on in the Warrington and St Helens area, by the way, but also Macclesfield, there's a few near there, and just the odd few heading towards Stretford and southwestern parts of Manchester. To the east, we've still got that big flurry. I'm not sure whether it's still ramping up or dying down, or how many storms there are. 3, 4, 2.
It's ramping up from what I'm seeing.
Currently looking at 74 strikes a minute, 81. This is getting better. Delay 3.1 seconds, 80 strikes a minute. Oh my god, this is going to start 81 strikes a minute.
Has formed.
These are the one that's near Leeds right now has possibly has now become a squall line.
I've just said that. Yeah, it does look like a squall line.
Come on.
Right.
Let's see 85 strikes a minute. 86. Wow.
Level 86. Oh,
87,
No, it isn't.
87 strikes a minute.
That's from the three
88
systems
strikes a minute.
combined, I imagine.
Yeah.
Let's just remove
Yeah,
some of these
on screen
icons. So
sharing.
we've got one line here extending from the sort of Newby Bridge
That-
area to all the way to where would that be? Middle of nowhere, really. Not far from Wigglesworth, if you know it, in Lancashire. I think it's still Lancashire, or it might be Yorkshire, but never mind. And then further south, you've got the big ones there. Was a 39, was a 35. We don't know what they are right now because it's getting a little bit confusing. We've still got level 1 moving towards Chorley and Preston. We've also got level 1 in sort of the Ashton and Makerfield area near St Helens and Warrington. And then further to the southeast, you've got a few little flashes occurring near Macclesfield. But further east, you've got what was a level 5 near Lincoln. That appears to be not very organised to the point where I don't really want to designate it. Yes, the one occurring in
Nathan.
Doncaster right now, sorry to interrupt, is just about a level, oh goodness me, probably a level 9, just near that area, so that's moving towards
Hey,
the
up.
north. Yes.
A few more near Gainsborough, like Retford area. That's getting a few flashes now.
And then you've got the one over the Pontefract and Castleford area now. That has reached that location. That, in isolation, is probably something like a level 5. And then next to it, you've got the big one, which is about to reach Leeds. And that seems to be in 3 now. And I do not
Leeds is
know.
gonna take-
I don't know
I
what
would
that
call
is
it
going to be.
pounding.
We'll tentatively call it a 30 right now. And then you've got one in the middle, which appears to be probably something like, just this guesstimating now, 25 maybe. And then towards the west, you've got the other big one, which appears to have died down a little bit, probably also 25-ish. That's something like what we've got going on right now. Bearing in mind, what you saw in the last half hour here at HQ was a level 2.
Yes. And also just to say now that the sun's come out here and the mugginess has gone upwards again.
Yeah, the mugginess
I
is still
probably
quite
would not be
nasty around here.
surprised if these storms here that are stretching literally from Lincoln, which is right up towards, I think that would be
they're
what?
stretching from near Lincoln
Wow,
to near
wow.
Shipley.
They're pretty much near Kendal if
Sorry to
if they're
interrupt, guys,
reaching
but just west of Keighley, that's gone mad.
Yes.
The
Look
whole
at these
score
lightning
line
strikes.
blew up.
the storm near Lincoln has got a hail core in it. The one that's
Yeah,
south,
no.
the area south of Doncaster has a hail core in it. The one that's north of Doncaster, in fact, just left the area, is
I've
starting to
got
get hail.
hail.
In it.
I've
The one
got
that's
hail
south
coil.
of southeast of Wakefield starting to get hail in it. The one that's near Bradford and Leeds, they're starting to get higher hail in it. And the one that's near Settle right now is starting to get hail in it as well.
These are gonna get these are getting violent quickly.
I'm seeing,
And I want-
I'm seeing hail near Waddington,
Excuse me.
Lincoln, in the middle of nowhere, approaching Bentley, Pontefract, near Castleford, Dewsbury, Morley getting hit by pretty good
Batley's
hail.
gonna get hit as well.
And the
near
one that's near
Shipley.
Manchester, just left Nathan's area, is actually starting to grow, and I'm starting to see a lot more higher areas in terms of rain.
We've got
So this
actual,
storm-
okay.
we've got
That's
actual
back-
numbers,
back-
actual
back-
numbers for the 3 lightning areas right now. The one on the left is 29, the one in the middle is 20, and the one on the right is 31. The one near Leeds is 31. So those are the actual numbers. This is impressive, to say the least.
Oh yeah. I probably
The
start
Met
qualifying
Office
this is
for my area right now. We have currently a yellow weather warning in effect from 1200 to 2300. At about 1400 and 1500, we're due a couple of storms. Who knows how violent they'll be?
That's just a question.
Not much sign of that right now.
Alright, that office is goddamn working. God.
Now, if the servers have crashed, I'm not surprised. Everyone's
Well, it
going on
looks
there
to
to
me-
what's going on.
It looks to me as though the entire line is about to connect here from Kendal all the way to Lincoln.
Yep.
Ooh,
That's what I'm seeing on
That's
radar,
a-
yes.
I can't
In
see
fact, the
any
entire line is
screen
pretty
sharing
much
at all.
connected.
So what we've got now
Just-
is an entire line from Kendal to Lincoln, which is
Yellow
something
warning
like,
of rain.
which is something like, what would that be? Something like 150 miles long.
Oh crap! I'm on a yellow for rain.
Nathan, I'm just going to point this out here. The,
Oh,
the
shoot,
line,
yeah.
the line that's near Doncaster and Lincoln, stretching up from there, is actually starting to form a bow echo. I'm starting to see a bow,
Yeah,
a
I'm
little,
seeing the same on
little
radar.
bow shape, which is pretty darn bad news because that means it's a very strong squall line.
This is going to
so-
get nasty, I know that much.
I've got
Keep
two
watching this
yellow-
location as well. There are still isolated flashes in the area. You might see one.
Yeah, I'm starting to see the area that you just got hit by, Nathan. The cell's there. That's it. The cell there itself. It's on its own, so technically it's not going to get affected by anything.
Isolated thunderstorm, yeah.
It's on its own, so anything it's in its.
Oh, we
immediate
were
vicinity-
always going to get isolated in this location.
Oh yeah.
Now the thing is, that's got the potential then, once it's isolated, it's got the potential to get a good strong updraft and develop and get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until quite
That's if the
literally
squall
it'll
line
just go
doesn't
bang.
kill it. That's if the squall line doesn't get his hands on
That's
it.
if the downdraft don't kill it.
And the downdraft won't kill it. The squall line will probably kill it before it even gets a chance to die.
Good lord, that's a hell of a weather warning.
2 yellow warnings for rain to read out.
Not
First
fair,
one's for Scotland, I think. Scattered heavy and thundery showers developing in the afternoon. Some can accompanied by hail and thunder. This may lead to localised flooding, especially on the roads, and some travel disruption is possible. Showers will die away throughout the evening. This is an update to lower the severity of possible impacts, but extend the warning further southwards. The second warning is also yellow for rain. Heavy thundery showers on Saturday afternoon and evening have the potential to bring torrential rain, hail and frequent lightning. Be aware of the risk of localised flooding with longer journey times possible, as well as some interruption to utilities and services. This is an update to remove the warning from Northern Ireland and parts of the southwest and the northern Scotland.
How do you screen share just out of interest?
Go onto Skype chat and click the plus sign.
So the westernmost storm has significantly weakened near Keighley. That's now down to 11. The one,
It's starting to go dark outside.
the one further
Yeah,
to
we're
the
getting,
east, though, appears to be growing. Let me get a number on that in just a moment.
I'll be right back. I'm just going to go and take a look to my southwest. I'm going to take my camera with me, just in case I see something interesting.
Craig, over to you.
Well, pretty much that's it now.
I've got a squall line. Possibly trying to bow over. Oh, it started raining. Lovely.
I don't know why I just got opened up GR level 3 because
Was that here?
That's
further here,
American.
isn't it?
That's American. What are you doing?
Good lord, that's not looking nice. Not at all.
What?
I got a GR level 3 open.
If I
see my
look
screen share?
straight to my west, it's very dark, very murky. I can start to see a base in there. And the same to the southwest a little bit. It's very dark and murky.
It's starting to get quite windy here as well, and it's about
Yeah,
to
the wind's
rain.
picking up here.
Any wind you'll probably get from now is probably going to be the inflow to the storm. Either that, or if you're on the
Yeah.
backside,
It's a mess
you will
in
get the
Yorkshire
out-
right now. Level 34 on top of Bradford right now.